In today's episode of Should You Upgrade, we take a look at Lionheart 1990 on 4K. In this 4K review, we're going to take a look at the new 2026 Lionheart 4K and compare it to the 2014 and 2026 Blu-ray. So let's see which one deserves a spot in your collection. So a brand new episode of Should You Upgrade starts now. All right, guys, when it comes to the 4K, it only comes with the AWOL cut of the film, which is the extended cut of the movie. Now, if you want the US theatrical cut of the movie, that only comes in the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray will have the two cuts of the theatrical cut and the extended cut of Lionheart. So again, the 4K just comes with the AWOL cut. Now, if you guys are not a fan of the extended cut and you wanted the regular US theatrical cut on 4K, unfortunately, that is not in that 4K, is just the extended cut. But with that said, the 2026 4K only has HDR10. It does not come with Dolby Vision. So for those of you out there that are Dolby Vision fans, you might not be thrilled that the Lionheart does not come with it. So maybe a company like Arrow Video, Kino Lorber, maybe those companies will add Dolby Vision later down the road. But this MVD visual does not have Dolby Vision, only HDR10. Now, let's get right into the breakdown. Now, when it comes to color grading, the 4K is the only noticeable color grade throughout all three cuts, right? The Blu-ray from 2026, even the extended cut of that movie, it's not color graded. It's not color graded at all. It's totally different. And I don't know why they did that, but it's just a different cut. I mean, it's the same cut, I believe, but it's just not the new color grade. Very weird. It's the first time me reviewing a movie that the Blu-ray that comes with the 4K, it's not the same color grade. So when you see it throughout, you're gonna notice the difference. Now, the 4K, you're gonna notice it everywhere. Clothing, environments, the characters, the skin, I mean, you name it. The vibrance is not as punchy in there, but you're gonna see a little bit of enhancements in the colors throughout the film. When it comes to clear and detail, I gotta say, super clear here and there, not throughout the entire movie. It does look a little bit more clearer than the 2014 version of the movie, and the 2026 Blu-ray of Lionheart, I gotta say, is the best version. Like if you're not into the heavier greens, because I know a lot of people out there not into the heavy greens, and you just want that polished look, the Blu-ray of the 2026 is the route you want to go. When it comes to skin tones, the skin tones I think across the board here looks great from the Blu-ray from 2014. It looks very natural on the 4K, so I give it that. But again, it looks kind of normalized throughout all the formats. When it comes to contrast and black levels, that's where it's very good. I think across the board, they all look great. The 4K, to me, just elevates a little bit more due to the HDR10. But other than that, the contrast and everything looks pretty great. All right, guys, so let's get right into the comparisons of Lionheart. We're gonna do the Blu-ray from 2014 versus the 2026 Blu-ray and 4K of Lionheart. Enjoy. All right, guys, when it comes to audio quality, the 2014 Blu-ray comes with DTS HD 2.0. The 2026 4K comes with LPCM 2.0. Now, everyone has different equipment when it comes to audio. I have a Sonos sound system, surround sound system. And I gotta say, for the 4K, it was super low. Normally when I watch a 4K, whether they have Dolby True HD like 5.1, 7.1, or Dolby Atmos, I'm at a 50 just to even start it all off. And if it's super loud, I crank it down, or if I need to level it up, I'll go up a higher. This movie with the 2.0, I had to start this movie at 80 in certain areas because I felt like it was too low for my surround sound. Again, everyone has a different equipment, so don't go crazy on me on the channel, on the comments. Everyone has different equipment. You guys might have true HD theater equipment like Yamahas and all that stuff. I don't. I have a Sonos surround sound, so for me, it was at an 80. I had to crank it to an 80 or 85 at certain points. Now, with that said, once I had it up there, the dialogue was clear. It was balanced. But to me, I felt like it sounded pretty low for me. Maybe, I don't know for you, but for me, I felt like it was kind of way too low, so I had to crank it up. But then when the music kicked in, it was kind of loud. So it was weird in terms of that. Other than that, I thought it sounded pretty great once I had the levels where I needed it to be. I thought it sounded great. But yeah, that's, in terms of the audio, that's what I had. There's no other 5.1 or nothing like that on the 4K disc. It's just the LPCM 2.0. That is it. Now, if another company like Arrow takes it and they do Dolby, you know, I know you guys are purists out there want the 2.0s. You might have that with a Arrow, but they might give you a Dolby Atmos track or a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 or 7.1. I don't know, but I think this movie needed at least a 5.1 just for those of people that enjoy the Dolby, 5.1s. So with that said, let's get right into special features. All right, guys, when it comes to special features, the 2014 Blu-ray has one special feature, which is a theatrical trailer. Now, the 2026 4K has one special feature, which is only audio commentary, and the Blu-ray that comes with the 2026 4K 2-disc set has 11 special features, and it comes with the two cuts of the film. So you're getting the US theatrical cut and you're getting the extended cut of the movie. But that's everything you're getting on that Blu-ray. But in terms of the 4K, you're not getting much, just an audio commentary. So it's kind of like a lame duck there. But with that said, let's get right into the final verdict. All right, guys, when it comes to the final verdict, should you upgrade? I gotta say the only letdown about this whole process about doing this 4K review was looking for the Blu-ray for Lionheart, the US version. Because the only way you can get your hands on it is getting this 5-disc action pack Van Damme collection that comes with Street Fighter, The Quest, Hard Target, Sudden Death, and Lionheart. That's the only way you can get it. The Lionheart separate, they don't sell it unless you get it imported. And it was so hard for me even to get that imported. So I opted to get this 5-disc set so I could do Sudden Death and Hard Target at the same time. I said, might as well kill two birds with one stone with this set. But at the end of the day, this is the only way you could get it. It's rare, out of print, kind of hard to get. In terms of the MVD visuals, is this something that you need to get into your collection? If you're a diehard Van Damme fan, sure. The only letdown is that the 4K is the extended AWOL cut, not the US theatrical cut. Maybe there's fans out there that don't like the extended cut. They like the US version on 4K. You're not getting it here by the MVD visuals. Kind of lame, kind of sucks. But if you do want the US theatrical cut and you want the clearer picture look of the movie, then you might opt out for the new Blu-ray. The new Blu-ray comes with the US cut and the extended cut plus 11 special features. I think that's the best route a lot of people are gonna go with if you wanna put it in your collection. But again, you are future-proofing yourself because you are getting the 4K cut. But again, the 4K is just the extended cut. And I'll give you a little thing here is that one of the extended cuts, the title where it says Lionheart, one of them says Lionheart and the other one says Leon. So with that, I don't know if they're the same extended cut. They might be different cuts of the movie, but the title cards are different. I will say that. That's the difference that I noticed between the two when I put all the movies together, was that the titling between the two films are, one is Leon, one is Lionheart. And again, when it comes to color grading, the 4K is color graded while the Blu-ray is not. There you go, guys. Which version of Lionheart 1990 would you like to add to your collection? Leave a comment down below and follow us on Instagram and X at Geeks and Flix. If you enjoyed this video, consider smashing that like, hype, share, and subscribe button for all things Geeks and Flix. Be awesome to each other and keep collecting.